The President of the United States and his Secretary of Defense are conducting murder on the high seas.
If you're kicking out Somalis, you have to kick out everyone else.
And I don't mean it. The earth don't charge us for a damn thing. That's natural.
Transgender male and female and non-binary people still exist.
I don't know if anyone's actually going to be able to make it to 20 COVID infections, actually.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we made some changes to the show, and I think for the better. One thing, we kind of moved a little bit closer to me, so it's a little bit more intimate. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the biggest change is that we got rid of my old Blue Yeti microphone, which I'd been using for maybe 13 years. Yeah, it's been a while. And a lot of you out there has been complaining that the audio is it was kind of touch and go with some episodes, too many. Hopefully the audio is sounding a lot better on this episode. Please let me know if it's still rank or if it's just, good and it doesn't bother you. So hopefully the audio going forward is really nice, and that's what I'm hoping. So let's get on with the rest of the show, my friends. We've got a lot of crazy liberal madness to get to today. So let's just jump right in, my friends. Let's get on with the rest of the show. So apparently the Democrats just cannot get over this double tap scandal that's not even an issue, but they are just ramping up the rhetoric. And Senator Seth Moulton from Massachusetts, well, he is now making some pretty outlandish, crazy claims about President Trump and Pete Hegseth. So I don't know. Take a look. He's nuts.
The President of the United States and his Secretary of Defense are conducting murder on the high seas. And if it's happening off the coast of America with people that we don't know, just give it time before Donald Trump starts doing this same kind of thing to people we do know right here at home.
A lib watching drug boats being blown up. Poor little guy. Me watching drug boats being blown up. Yeah, big difference.
Everything that they've done has been illegal. It's illegal under international law. It's illegal under the Geneva Convention. And it certainly is even illegal under domestic law. It was essentially murder with that double tap strike. It is a war crime. It's illegal. However you put it, it's all illegal.
They're unlawful. They're unconstitutional. And killing two people who are shipwrecked at sea is also morally repugnant. All of these strikes are unlawful. They're a form of extrajudicial killing.
No, Schiff, you are totally wrong, because it is you that is morally repugnant. Because of Trump's attacks, cocaine has tripled in price. Well, that's probably good, right? Democrats are furious. Well, of course they are. All right, my friends, it is time. We have arrived at that liberal pool of madness. So get out your waders of common sense, because we are jumping in right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So I'm walking into a store, and I notice as I'm going in, somebody's coming out. It's a transgender woman. She's on the phone. She's going back and forth with somebody, arguing, cussing, and all that. So the worker at the store is like, he was cussing on the way in. He's cussing on the way out. I turn to look back, like, do a double take. And I'm like, you talking about that lady right there?
Okay, why do you even have to interject yourself into the situation? There's no reason. But go on.
You'd have thought I hit this woman over the head with a coconut.
Oh, geez.
She was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know. And this is exactly why the conversations around gender identity and all that need to continue.
No, actually, they totally do not.
regardless of what the heck is happening up there with the government. Because transgender male and female and non-binary people still exist, regardless of whether or not they're allowed to claim their own identity, which who for you to say that? When you eliminate laws of equality, you make it easier for people like that to get away with being cruel.
Okay, nobody is being cruel to anybody, lady, okay? Just because the person identified the trans as their actual gender is not being cruel
to other people for no reason. You could tell by the way that she enunciated the he, that it was important to her, that I know that she recognized that this transgender woman was not passing.
Okay, that sounds a little narcissistic to think that this employer purposely emphasized he just to make a point to you. You're not even in the conversation here, lady. You're not even part of the situation. So why on earth would you think they're actually doing this to somehow make a point to you? Okay.
When you maintain your morality regardless of what the laws are saying and what a bunch of people would prefer to happen to make them comfortable, it's my theory that you make it to where as a transgender person can exist in their journey exactly where they are, and they don't feel the need to hurry up and raise a bunch of money so that they can get this type of surgery and that type of surgery, that's just so that they are passing, so that they are respected as an individual in society. And even with me, I would prefer not to assume their identity just because of what they look like.
What?
I just figured that because she was dressed up in heels and a skirt and a nice blouse and her face was all made up, she was all dolled up, that she probably wouldn't want to be referred to as a man. Which is why I tell my kids, like, if you don't know the pronouns, just say they or them, just so that you're not assuming one or the other if you don't feel comfortable asking. Which I usually ask if there is time or whatever, but obviously in this point in time I did not have time to do that. But you could correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm a trans man, by the way. I don't really say that enough on my account. I am a transgender man. I take testosterone.
Okay.
By the way.
Well, I mean, kudos to you, because you totally look like a dude. At least your face does. So I guess you pass.
I just don't really talk about it because, spooky, scary. What can I say, guys? But, that's why the trans flag is in my bio.
Okay.
That's my people.
All I'm going to say is that any issue that is going on right now was caused by a man.
Of course, yeah.
I work at a gas station. Of course it's a ma'am, and not sir.
No, I'm pretty sure it's sir. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any question about that. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the episode. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that if you'd like to sponsor a future episode, you can do so with a PayPal link and a Super Thank link down below. You can also pick up a cool shirt like this Liberal Evolution, some authentic Idle Hands merch from the store anytime, 24/7. And also follow me on X at Idle Hands Dave. All right. Thank you, and let's get back to the show. My generation was expected to climb a 30-foot rope with a life-saving 2-inch thick mat below. Yeah, I totally have vivid memories of being in elementary school, climbing a rope like we just saw. And we had to, I at least climbed to the very, very top. So I would hit the, I don't know what it is, the installation where it connects to the roof. Like I remember hitting that. And I also remember looking down on everybody and just thinking, wow, what if I fall? I'm totally effed because there's nothing really breaking my fall. But yeah, we had to climb the rope all the time. I don't even know if they still do this anymore. Let me know in the comments if your kids, or if you know if they do this, because I would be interested to know that. I'm pretty sure, though, that they don't have to do this anymore because all the kids are now like just soy boy soft. You know what I'm saying? Well, up next is another septum ring scholar laying down another theory, and you need to pay attention because there's going to be a quiz at the end whether what she's saying makes any sense at all.
Trans women are women.
Well, already it doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Why the would someone pretend to be a woman? Like go through different medical procedures, completely change their wardrobe, go by a different name. Why would someone face that scrutiny?
I can think of
if
one
they
reason.
didn't truly believe it. And before you say, oh, well, men dress up as women to get into women's bathrooms, they're not trans. Some
of them definitely are claiming they're trans when they're lurking and skulking in a women's bathroom. So that's actually not true, my dear.
Someone is not trans if they are specifically dressing up to get into a place to abuse people. That is not what being trans means.
A lot of times it does.
That's called being a predator.
That's
and men
true.
also do that shit out in the open. But they don't face the same kind of social scrutiny that trans women do.
Well, the one reason why a man would go and dress up like a woman and pretend they're a woman is simply because they have mental illness. And not to make light of it, but these people need help. Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine, is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine? I can never remember. Maxwell being personally blessed by the Pope. Well, I don't think that blessing worked too well, but let's see what else somebody has to say about this. Well, great. Now people are going to associate the Catholic Church with pedophiles. Well, unfortunately, that happened way before that picture was taken.
I'm going to do a little bit of things at my house that would drive you insane.
Okay.
Now, am I still sane? Well, maybe just a little bit sane.
Well, at least you're acknowledging you have a problem.
One thing that would drive you insane, no heat. There's our heater. It has not worked in about 4 years. 2,
wow.
This is laundry.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. No.
3, that is a varmint. I don't even know how long it's been there.
What? Why on earth would you not go pick that up and dispose of it properly? That's disgusting. Yeah, gross.
He just sits there. 4, this is the other half of our basement.
Wow.
I don't know what number we're on, but...
You know, that's a real shame because that looks like it's a pretty big basement and you could do a lot of nice things with that. That basement, though, right now, as it stands, is absolutely disgusting. I would never go down there ever.
Here are my basement stairs. That would also drive you nuts.
That would drive me nuts.
This white lady came in my job today and she said, "Are you sure your earrings are big enough?"
That's a really good question, actually. Because those things are pretty monstrous.
This is why people are side-eyeing y'all in H-Mart.
Here's your reminder that trans people existing does nothing negative to your life, you crybaby bitch. Have a nice day.
Wow.
Call the police.
You quiet.
You don't tell me to be quiet.
Quiet.
No.
Edie, how do I ring up eggs?
What?
We can't sell like that. We don't. That's not. We don't do that. You buy a full carton and you buy a full thing of bread. You don't. You can't just break into bags of stuff.
Me car outside.
We only sell things in actual packaging.
Yes, I buy.
You can't just buy 4 eggs and a couple of slices of bread. You have to buy the whole loaf of bread and the whole carton of eggs.
Me car outside.
Okay, that has nothing. I don't understand what that means.
His car's outside.
Yeah, I get his car's outside. That doesn't do anything for me about the packaging. We only sell it as a package, the full quantity.
Yes, the American store this eat me buy.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, we only sell the full carton of eggs eggs and a
Me
pool?
car outside.
Okay, but that hasn't. I don't understand. How's that? What does that have to do with buying?
You're American English.
Yeah, American English says you have to buy the entire bag of bread and the entire carton of eggs, or we can't sell it to you. That's it.
You American. Who is the leader of this operation?
Me.
Yes. Who do you speak for?
I'm the assistant manager.
Yes.
It's your first day.
But
I
I'm
don't know what you want
new,
from her.
so she's.
I buy
You cannot buy just 4 eggs. You have to buy the entire carton of eggs.
me car outside.
Your carping outside has nothing to do with the reality that I'm still telling you. I'm
Jeez.
telling you, you have to buy the entire carton.
Okay, there's no way that that was a real foreigner. I'm pretty sure that that guy was totally trolling these two ladies. And, you know, these type of videos, they're just kind of like, just leave people alone. Really? You got to go in there and trigger these workers and get them all riled up for clicks? Yeah, it's kind of a dick move, dude. Let's see what some other people have to say, because maybe I'm totally wrong. He's trolling, but this is a simple fix. Charge him for a carton of eggs and a loaf of bread. That actually would be the common sense thing. This is a prank video. This clown does this at other stores. That's kind of what I was getting the vibe, because the English words that he was using were, I mean, he had some kind of weird accent on there, but they were like perfect English. You know what I'm saying? He's just an American as she is. Yes, he is, I think. Stop messing with people at their jobs. I totally agree. Riddle me this. How do immigrants strengthen our country, but not their own? Bum, bum, bum. That is a good question, because it doesn't make any sense. And up next, we have a rare glimpse of Karen on Karen action. Now, that sounds a little dirty, I guess, maybe. But it is the clash of the two Karens at a supermarket. And unfortunately, we don't get to see the whole encounter, because I think it would be fascinating to see how this ultimately ends. But this is a nice peek into two Karens in the wild. Let's check it out.
Because I just can't believe when people just it's normal protocol in the grocery store to just be in the right side.
You drive a car. You're not naked.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Oh,
Lady, this is not what you want to do. This is not what you want to do. This is
Out comes the phone. Out comes the phone. Now, obviously, the other person's already recording. So now we've got dual recordings of the two Karens. Jeez,
not what you want to do. This is not what you want to do. I'm telling you right now, this is not what you want to do.
And I'm just loving this lady who's she's like got to be in her 60s at least, and she's still rocking purple hair. Ay, ay, ay.
All that, and you're the wrong lady with purple hair. Lady, listen.
Yes. What do you want to say?
I'm telling you, this is not what you want to do, and I'm asking you to move. I'm asking you.
Help. As she sits there calmly and records. These ladies. That lady is a buffoon. Why don't they just move? Like, this is so stupid. First of all, I'm pretty sure the lady in the purple hair is in the wrong, because she is clearly on the wrong side of the aisle for moving. Now, I understand you have to, you know, when you go pick up your food, you got to go to one side or the other to get it. But once you get it, you stick to the normal lanes of traffic. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyways.
I'm asking you to move, please.
I'm not moving.
Well, I'm not moving either.
We're
going to be...
We're just going to sit there.
Let the cops come then.
Yeah.
Because it's on camera here,
calling
and
the
it's on
police.
camera here. And if you want to get injured more, keep talking.
Injured? How is she injured? She's not injured at all.
That's what I'm going to tell you. So call 911. That's your best bet, because your ass will be picking yourself up off the floor. I'll tell you that much right now.
Liberals will wish your death, destroy your property, burn the flag, loot your store, spit in your face, and call you a racist, fascist Nazi. Yeah, we've seen all of that. Then seriously pretend that the word retarded is the most offensive thing they have ever had to endure. Man, these people.
When you really think about it, who the made us believe that we gotta pay for the natural resources on this earth? The earth don't charge us for shit.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's a kind of a good point he's making so far.
And I mean it. The earth don't charge us for a damn thing. That's natural.
True.
I get if it was like cars, shit, artificial food, all that shit folks want to buy and all that shit, food, you know, for example, game stations, PlayStations, all that bullshit that.
Well, wait a minute. All that stuff is from material taken from the earth. So, I mean, I'm not, yeah, I mean, I kind of know what you're talking about here, guy, but you're kind of going off the rails a little bit.
Man invented, but if man ain't invented that shit, the train, I don't know why the train blaring loud as shit, but if man ain't invented that shit, shouldn't be.
I think the train is trolling them.
It shouldn't be monetized. Point blank and simple, bro. That shit should not be monetized. It should not be a guy. Bitch ass train. It should not be a. Bro, these distractions is crazy, bro. Come on, man. That loud ass shit, man. Come on, bro.
Dude, don't record right at a train crossing. That might be your first #1 fix for a better sounding video, but
I'm tired of that shit too. The loud ass noises all damn day. You can't get no peace in Machine City. You can't get no peace. But bro, if that shit ain't natural, there should be a $sign over it. If it's natural, there should be no $sign over that shit.
Wow, this guy is dropping F-bombs all over the place. But again, I mean, I understand what he's trying to say, but everything that is made on this earth is from material from this earth. So if he wants natural things like fruit and grains and berry, stuff like that to be free, okay, but realistically, everything else that is man-made comes from the earth as well. So, you know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of this shit. And all you that advocate for this shit, you deserve to burn with this. I'm sorry, bro.
Wow.
You that believe in the system so damn much, you need to go with it, bro. Literally. This is why you is going with it when it end anyway. You ain't no natural spiritual, man. The spiritual people winning. The spiritual people know what the is going on in this world. We know we're not supposed to be paying for no damn fruits and vegetables every time we walk in this bitch. We shouldn't be paying for free energy, water.
Paying for free energy? Well, I mean, that's not exactly right. At least not yet. We don't have that technology, but things need to be built to be able to get that energy. They need to be maintained. Salaries need to be paid. So,
shit like that.
Man,
we shouldn't be paying for wood. We shouldn't even be paying for earth. And advocate for this shit, bro. Be like, well, it's life. Well, it's this. Well, it's that. Be making so many excuses for this shit. But when a nigga say some real shit and when a nigga speak the truth, y'all don't want to hear that shit.
I would like to know.
Yeah.
What does everybody who is living like it's 2019 think is going to happen to them when they reach 10 COVID infections?
Who has had 10 COVID infections? I don't think anybody has. Now, getting 10 booster shots, that's a pretty common thing on the left. And just as a side note, I really do like your hat. It looks very comfortable. But yeah, I don't know what she's talking about.
Nothing? Okay. What about 15? What about 20?
If somebody got 20 COVID infections, I understand where she's going, and pretty sure that that person would be dead. I don't think anybody would survive COVID 20 times. That's like playing Russian roulette, right? Because, I mean, if you truly get COVID and the circumstances are lined up against you, yeah, I guess it could still be deadly, but okay.
I don't know if anyone's actually going to be able to make it to 20 COVID infections, actually.
No.
Yikes. The faith in their genetic superiority is wild.
So you had to go to the genetic superiority thing. Okay, whatever, lady. Jeez Louise. I've gotten 7 vaccinations and I don't have any side effects. Okay, Karen K. Let's see what else people have to say. You have green hair and consider yourself a cat. You are the side effect. That's funny. That's pretty funny. So Ilhan Omar was being interviewed, and of course, with all this Somali fraud and scandal, which I am quite certain she is right in the middle of, considering, you know, she has multiple tens of millions of dollars now. Where did that money come from? But apparently she is reacting to a comment that Stephen Miller had made in the past recently. And anyways, let me just show you what Stephen said, and then we'll get on with the rest of the clip. We'll get Omar's reaction. This is the great lie of mass migration. You are not just importing individuals. You are importing societies. No magic transformation occurs when failed states cross borders. At scale, migrants and their descendants recreate the conditions and terrors of their broken homelands.
When I think about Stephen Miller and his white supremacist rhetoric, it reminds me of the way the Nazis described Jewish people in Germany. We know the way that people were described who were coming from Ireland, Irish immigrants. We're, yes, of course, ethnically Somali. We are in this country as Americans. Yeah. We are citizens. We are productive part of this nation, and we will continue to be.
When Muslims are in the minority, they are very concerned with minority rights. When they are in the majority, there are no minority rights. Winston Churchill. Very wise words.
Donald Trump, if you're kicking out Somalis, you have to kick out everyone else. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking for all of my African brothers and sisters. If you kick Somalis out, you have to kick all of them out. All of us, we all leave together. Because if you kick us out, you have to kick everyone else. I'm gonna be honest, and I know everyone in the comments, everyone watching this video agrees with me.
Well, to be honest, I agree with you too. So for those that think all of the Somalians, is it Somalians? Somalians, I think. Well, anyways, if you think they're all just located in Minnesota, you are gravely mistaken. Up next is a school in Vermont raising a Somalian flag. This is a no-go, my friends. Check it out. This is not immigration. This is conquering. These are invaders. Well, I think we all know where I should go next. Hello, Vermont. They should lose every dime of their funding. Now that, I think I totally agree. Up next is basically a commercial for Daniel Keenan. He is running for Congress, and well, at least what he has to say here, I am in total agreement with. So let's take a look.
President Trump has done an amazing job securing our border and reducing the flow of illegals and fentanyl into our country. I support his mass deportations and will oppose any plan for amnesty. And we must go further. That means putting an end to not just illegal immigration, but the many worker visa scams that take away American jobs and drive up the cost of housing. And look, this is personal to me. My daughter wants to be a doctor, but every year thousands of qualified Americans are rejected from our residency programs in favor of foreigners on migrant visas. So the days of our sons and daughters being pushed out of medical careers and American workers being forced to train their H-1B replacement is going to end, and I'll fight to make that happen.
Yeah, I think that is a valid fight to take on, but you have to be, wait a minute. What is that? I can't hear you. It is. Okay, wait, let me get this switch. Where is it? Okay. Yes, I can hear you now. Okay. A valid sighting. Okay, I'll let my viewers know. Thank you very much. All right, my friends, that was my producer, and we have an official Crockett alert. And of course, what do you think comes out of her mouth? It's always something racist, because she is a straight up legitimate racist, and I don't care what anybody says. Let's take a look.
Just this past week, I saw, I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity, and I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes for a certain amount of time, because then again, that puts money back in your pocket, but at the same time, it may not be as objectionable to some people about actually giving out dollars. But obviously then you start dealing with the different tax brackets and things like that. And that's one of the reasons that, you know, we argue the reparations make sense, because so many black folk, not only do you owe for the labor that was stolen and killed and all the other things, right? But the fact is, like, we end up being so far behind, right? And so it's like, how do you bring forth people? Exactly. And so it's like, if you do the no tax thing for people that are already, say, struggling and aren't really paying taxes in the first place, it doesn't really exactly.
They may want those checks like they got during COVID.
Exactly.
It is so difficult to be a baddie in India, because when I go in public, they start looking at me like I'm some sort of creature. They start looking at my lashes and the way I am wearing what.
She's crazy.
You remember that phrase, every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets their wings? I heard that a lot growing up, and I would like a new one for the new millennium, where every time a man comments on any of my videos with septum ring theory, a bad bitch out there gets her septum pierced.
Women.
It's time for Dave's Detox.
No, you're not gonna let her come upstairs? Nice.
That dog is not making eye contact.
You gotta rush right by him. Come on, you gotta hurry. Be brave.
He's not buying it. Okay, obviously this cat has traumatized this dog. Poor guy. Oh, poor little guy.
Come on, you can do it. Come on.
I guarantee you that cat has scratched that dog many times.
There you go.
It's like, don't look. Don't look.
Oh, so scary. Okay, now hurry. Jump in mommy's bed. Ooh.
Jeez. That is not a healthy relationship. Oh, gosh. Oh. The heck did... Oh, he's got a beer in his hand? Oh, okay, that explains it. Wow. What a courteous dog. Wow. That was amazing. Good catch. Uh-oh. Something's going on. That doesn't sound good. Well, here they come. Ready? Oh, yeah, okay. You don't want to pick a fight with a bear. All right, that's kind of cool. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the episode today, and please give me some feedback on the audio. If it does sound better, it should. And if you like this more, I hate to use the word intimate, but with me being a little bit closer, if you dig that, anyways, it's kind of a throwback to when I originally started this show. I was way closer to the camera. But anyways, just let me know. Listen, I appreciate everybody that subscribed today. And if you hit that thumbs up, thank you very much. And listen, before you take off, there are going to be some videos showing up right around my head in just a second. I think you'll enjoy them. So until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.